All right, so let's go ahead and review Monday's homework. So how much change will you get back if you bought 3.78 chocolate bars and paid with a $5 bill? So if you paid with a $5 bill, that's how much you came into the store with, and you bought something, so it takes away from your $5. Then you ended up buying 3 things that cost 78 cents, and you just solve. So 3 times 78 cents is 234. So I'm just doing 5 minus $2.34, and I'm going to get $2.66. And that's my solution. Okay, and we move on. What adds to be the bottom number but also multiplies to be the top? Well, for 14, you could say 7 plus 7, but it doesn't multiply to be 49. It's very close, but it couldn't be that one. So then you could say 2 plus 12, so pretty much anything that matches up to add up to 14. But again, that's 24 when you multiply together, so it can't be that one. And then you continue on and on until you see, well, it could be 8 plus 6, which equals 14, and also multiplies to be 48. So 8 and 6 are your solutions here. All right, number 3, solve and plot your answer on the number line below. So the first thing you're going to do is get that constant away from your variable. So we're going to subtract both sides by 7.08. So 2x is equal to 15.96 minus 7.08, and it equals 8.88. Divide by 2 on both sides. X is going to equal 4.44. And when you plot it, you just put it about where it will be, so it'll be right behind the halfway. Right behind the halfway mark between 4 and 5. All right, and you move on. Ian ran F fewer laps than Matt, who ran 17 laps. So if Matt, so to find Ian's is going to be equal to Matt's minus F. Well, Ian, we're not going to make an equation, so we just have an expression, so we don't really need this part. But then we have Matt, who ran 17, and then minus that F is going to give us our solution. There you go, 17 minus F is your solution here. Next, we have to set up an equality. I cannot spend more than $35 at the school book fair. So if you can't do that, it's going to be this symbol, and 35 should be larger than that amount. Posters are $5, and you also want to buy books that cost $6.50 each. All right, and then you just have to solve to see how many books you can buy. So you would subtract 5 by both sides, and so you'd have 650, x is less than or equal to 30, and divide by 650 on both sides. X is going to be equal to 4.62. So you can't really buy anything more than 4 books. Okay, so no more than 4. All right, solve the algebraic property and justify each step with an algebraic property. All right, so we're solving this equation, so you just add 23 to both sides. And so x is going to equal 0. So your solution is x equals 0, and we just used addition. Okay, and that was it for that one. And then we just have 2 more for today. So you're solving for C, so that means you want everything away from C. So I'm going to move this A away. So I'll subtract both sides by A. I have B minus C equals 180 minus A, and I need to move my B away from it as well. So I've got negative C equals 180 minus A minus B. Well, then I need to kind of flip everything or make everything as opposite so I can get a positive C. So I'll divide everything by negative 1. So C is going to equal negative 180 plus A plus B. All right, and that is it for this one. And then finally, for the last one, we're solving for K. So we have P equals KT over V. So first get the V away from, so you can get rid of that fraction, you need to move it away. To get rid of fractions, you just multiply because it's the inverse operation. So you multiply both sides by V. So you got PV equals KT, and you need K by itself, so divide by T. So K is going to be equal to PV over T. And that is it for Monday. Thank you.